Hello, let's do one up. Puzzle 252. Today is a 7 by 7. Let's play. So, go over the rules. Each row and column has been split by these bold borders into segments. A segment of length n has the digits 1 to n exactly once each. So this segment has 1 through 3, this segment has 1 through 4. Works horizontally as well, 3 and 4. And if a row or column like this top one has no bold borders, then it has all of 1 through 7. All right, I'm going to get started. I'm noticing this, we need a 1 in it, and this one says not here, that's filled with a 2. So that's 1, and we finish with a 3. This segment finishes with a 3 vertically. This can't be 1, 2, 3, 5, or 7. That's kind of interesting. Actually, what's left for the column? Yeah, we need a 2 in the column. This 2 says not there, that's 2. And then this is our 4. We need 1 and 2 down here, but we don't know the order. I like to start just by scanning for scanning the small segments for force digits like we just did up here. I'm not seeing anything obvious right now. All right. I'm looking at the completely open rows and columns, and what I like to do is I like to count for the lengths of the perpendicular segments and see if there's any obvious restrictions there. So this is 7 length, 4 length, 3 length, 7 length. I'm not really seeing... Well, okay, so this is 4 length and this is 3 length. And we already have the 2 and 4 gone. So these need to be from, if you think about it kind of at a really far distance, we need 1 through 4 to go in a 3 length, 4 length kind of pair here. 2 and 4 are gone, so we need 1 and 3. So this is where the 1 and 3 are going to go, because we won't be able to put anything else in here. Another way to think about it is this is 1 through 3, can't be 2, so it's 1 or 3. This is 1 through 4, can't be 2 or 4, so it's 1 or 3. But if you kind of take a step back, it can be easier to just quickly determine that if you're not then sitting here explaining it. So this is where our 1, 3 is going to go. So then this is where our 5, 6 is going to go. This 6 can't go here. So the 6 ends up here. This is a 5, and we're left with that 1, 3. Here I do need a... Let's see, this... Yeah, I need 1, 2, 4. Doesn't really help me. Okay, so this row, we've got 4 length, 7 length. We're going to consider this to be 6 length because there's already a 7 in the column. So 4, 7, 6, 4, 4. So there's 3 that are 4 length. And the 2 is already gone. So these are going to be the 1, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4 in some order. This one's not 3, but that doesn't matter. So if these are the 1, 3, 4, what does that leave? 1, 2, 3, 4 are gone. We need the 5, 6, 7 to go here, here, and here. This can't be 5 or 6. So this is our 7. This can't be 6. So this is our 5, and this is our 6. And we're left with the 1, 1, 3, 4 that we can't quite place. This row, we've got 4, 2, 7, 6, 2. I'm considering this 2 because of the 3 here. So we have 2 that are 2 in length. That's going to absorb the 1 and the 2. So 1 and 2 are gone. And then we have 2 4 lengths that are going to get the 3 and the 4. Hopefully I'm making sense. If I'm not, let me just go over it one more time, just for the people who aren't quite getting it yet, because not everyone has the same experience with these puzzles. So this is a 2 length segment, and we're going to consider this a 2 length segment because the 3 is gone. So we just have 1 and 2 left, right? So if these are both 2 length segments, they're going to use up the 1 and the 2 in the row, because we can't put anything bigger in them. And now these are 2 4 length segments. 1 and 2 are gone in the row, so these are going to use up the 3 and the 4. But this one can't be a 3. There's already a 3 in the column. So this is our 4, and this is our 3. These are going to be 1, 2 in some order, and we're left with 5, 7, because the 6 is gone. This 5 tells us that's 7, and that's 5. And this is something, like, if I'm explaining it, makes it take a long time. But if you get used to scanning that way, you can just plonk the digits really quickly. Once you get used to it, and then you'll have solved the puzzle very, very nicely. It's kind of the catch-22 of explaining as I go. This is 3 length, and I just noticed this 2 looks down here, so that's a 2 and that's a 3. I don't know how I missed that the 50 times I looked at it. This is 1 and 4, which we can't resolve. This is 1 and 2. What's left for this column? We need a 1 and we need a 4, unfortunately. Okay, so I did say this is 1, 4, and this is 1, 4. So Let me just pencil that to show what I'm seeing in my head here. This can only be 1 or 4, and this can only be 1 or 4. So this is where the 1 and the 4 are going to go. So what's this going to be? Right? This can't be a 1. Because if it was a 1, these would both be 4. If you want to think about it another way, if this was 1, then in this column, this would be 1 and 4. And in this column, this would be the 4 as well, with this being the 1. So it doesn't work. Right? If this was a 1, where's the 4 go? The 1 ends up here in this column, putting a 4 here. And then the 1 ends up here in this column, putting a 4 there as well. And that doesn't work. Now I hope undo does me justice here. All right. So that can't be the 1. This is the 2, and that's the 1. But learning how pairs work, I think, is important instead of having to go through all that contradiction, right? The 1-4 pair is telling us one of these will be 1, one will be 4, because they can't be the same. And that does place the 3 over here. This is also 1 or 4. I may as well mark it. I've marked a couple things. It's always a debate for me of like, I like to do these puzzles without marking, but I think if I'm holding something in my head, I think I should mark it for your sake so you can see what I'm doing. This row finishes with a 2. That's a 1. We need 2 and 4 across here. We need 1 and 2 down across here. This 2 tells us that's 1, that's 2. That's going to resolve our markings. That's 4, that's 1, that's 4. And that places the 1 up here as well for the column. Here we need a 2 and a 4. Up here we need a 1 and a 3. Yeah. We already knew most of that. I need 2, 4 across here. Okay, now this is a 1 for the row. So I guess the question is, where does 1 go in this column? Because this one sees here, and this one sees here. So 1 goes there. Leaving behind a 2, 4. We have a 2, 4 here, here, and here. And again, just because I'm keeping it in my head, I will show you what's in my head here. This row finishes with a 5. Sorry, it doesn't finish with a 5. Let's try again. It finishes with a 3. That finishes the 3 in this column. I did have that 1, 3, but I guess I could have marked that. But anyway, this column finishes with a 2 or a 4. Here we've got 1 or 2. This 1 tells us that's 2 and 1. That finishes us 4, 2 and 4, and 2 and 4. Here is a 3. This is a 2, and we're done. All right. Would have been a much faster solve with the same exact steps without explanation, but I feel like spending the time explaining is more important than being impressive with my time. And so if you use this method, you will solve very quickly. So cool. Well, I hope you enjoyed this, and how'd you do?